Pink Sweats, thank you. What an honor to have you here in Singapore.
Can I call you baby? Can you be my friend?
Your life is full of love. Just got married.
Yeah.
We've got Pink Moon, all written with love. Take me into the mind of someone who writes songs because I have absolutely no idea.
Oh,
like,
man.
what is one part of the process that you wish people knew more about, you know?
Wow, I wish people knew that you have to have a vast imagination as a songwriter. It's like being a doctor, but you've never read textbooks about how to perform the surgery.
Right.
Because it's new. It's like, oh wait, your heart needs to get fixed? Let's just play around until it looks like it's right. It's like, because when you're dealing with artists, when you're writing for another artist, you're really trying to see inside of their world. But it's like, I'm not in their world. So I have to have an imagination to bridge the gap from me to them. That's like if you tell me something about your life and what you're dealing with, I'm not there. So I really have to imagine what is it like to be in your shoes, to feel that situation the way you felt it, you know? So it's interesting.
But you have said that you've got a hard drive that is just busting full of new songs.
Oh my God.
So what's waiting behind that?
So many, it's like albums. Like I'm like collecting albums of music. So like I'll go to the studio and I'll make like an album.
Yeah.
And I'll just store it on the hard drive. And then I'll make another album and just store it on the hard drive. Cause it's like, depending on how I feel in that moment in time, that's what I do.
I mean, you got tons and tons waiting for us then.
Music,
You have to come back. So here's the thing. Have you heard of a game called We're Not Really Strangers?
No.
Ooh, let's play it.
Uh-oh. Hey, this looks so familiar.
Yeah, it's all over Instagram and...
Okay, maybe I have played this before.
Perhaps, yeah, and this is where we're gonna get to know you a little bit.
Let's do it.
So we got some
We got
questions.
the PG cards, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it says level 3, so I don't know how PG that's gonna be, but okay. What lessons in love took you the longest to learn?
Lessons on love take the longest time. I feel like patience I'm still learning it. But yeah, patience. I feel like in love, you gotta realize that you're accepting someone for who they are, they're accepting you for who you are. And although you are growing, it's like a tree. Like you can't rush the tree to be a full grown. It takes time. So yeah.
How has your definition of success evolved over time?
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, right.
You sure you ain't make that? I feel like it's changed for me to more so now developing like my own family and just like my friends and just valuing relationships differently. I feel like I always have, but I was definitely more isolated, just chasing my dreams, cause like just super tunnel vision. Now I'm more so trying to figure out how I can incorporate people into my world and the things that I'm doing.
Do you believe everyone has a calling, and do you think you found yours?
I think we all have natural gifts, and even in saying the word natural, I don't think it's necessarily that simple. I think for me, even when I do this thing where I'll backtrack like my talents. I'm like, where did this come from?
Right.
Like, and I'll sit and I'll think like, oh, it was a spark of something, but a lot of times you end up doing something really well that you don't love, so you don't pay attention to it. Like I've been writing since I was a kid. Like I used to win all the writing competitions at school, but I didn't really like writing, so I never remembered that.
Right.
And then one day I was sitting and my dad showed me something, and it just like all came rushing back to my memory. I was like, because when I was young, writing was boring. It would came so easy to me, so I was like, oh,
that's a talent though.
I want to be a drummer. Like that's exciting. That's what I wanted to do.
Is that it?
That was my dream.
But you play the drums.
Yeah, but I'm not like a professional.
Is that where you want to go though? Like,
that's what I wanted to do when I was young.
Would you still want to do that?
No.
Okay.
I'd rather play like for myself now.
Yeah.
Like,
in your bedroom?
Yeah, like it's more fun now. But that's what I wanted to do then. So
right.
like you know, like how'd you, you know, end up doing this? Was this something you always knew you wanted to do?
Did I always want to be a radio presenter? No. I mean, listen, I had some.
But did you
I had some weird dreams when I was growing. I wanted to be a cashier. I wanted to be.
That's fire. I like that.
Because I was counting money. Yeah, sure.
Listen, that's lit. I love like strange. Like I remember seeing like this little girl. She was like she wanted to work at McDonald's, and like I saw all the people like, what? Why do you want to make? I was like, yo, like who cares if that's something that would make this person happy? You know how many people have all the money in the world?
Yeah.
Not happy. It's like.
I think we know a lot of such people,
yeah,
right?
like some days, honestly, I'll be waking up and I'm like, yo, I would love to have like a regular job.
Really?
Like, it would just be fun. Cause I like work, I like
people who have regular jobs like, I want to be an artist singing
Everybody wants something they don't have.
True, grass is always greener on the other side, right?
But also I'm saying like in my position in life and being able to have a job.
Of course.
Like I won't want to fully split.
You see, that's the thing, because we're on the other side.
Yeah.
So.
Cause I enjoy dealing with people, and I feel like the more success you have, it has a way of pushing you into like a corner where you like have this fence around you, and
100%.
people feel like they can't speak to you the same way.
Yeah.
But I like talking to strangers. Like that's something I like to do.
Oh, that could be a series for you.
Yeah.
Right?
I love doing that.
Do it. You gotta get on it. Okay. Ooh. I like this one. What's your X factor? Bracket, permission to brag.
My X factor?
What's your strength? Your USP, as they like to say.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like a serial thinker. Like I feel like I could think my way out of anything.
Amazing.
And that's kind of bizarre.
That's brilliant.
Or I could think my way into things.
There we go. Hey, the power of the mind. What do you think your weakness is, though?
The same thing as my strength.
Ooh, double-edged sword.
Yeah, I feel like my brain is like, I can think so in depth that it could be like kryptonite too.
It's a power and a weakness, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
A strength and a weakness.
When you were young, were you like a talkative kid?
Oh, I could talk my way out of anything.
Yeah?
Anything.
Wow.
But my dad would always tell me my mouth would get me into trouble. because I used to talk back all the time.
Oh,
and because he thought I was rebellious and rude. And now I'm like, it's making me the dollars. So don't think I can complain about
right
that.
and wrong.
You kinda, exactly. It still gets me into trouble, don't get me wrong, but more the moolah than the monkey business, right?
That's cool though.
Kiss 92, all the great songs in one place.